Okay, I'm going to start by just keeping it brief anyway. Right, good afternoon everyone. I'm the best man. For those of you who don't know me, Dan's my little brother. I must say that when Dan asked me to be the best man, I was extremely honoured and proud that he chose me. But when I look at the ushers, I can see why. Now, if anyone's ever been best man before, I'm sure you'll appreciate how nerve-wracking it can be. This is my first time, and I want to make sure I do Dan proud. Especially he's promised me if I do a good job today, I can be the best man at his next wedding. Okay, moving on. Right, I've been asked to thank you all for the gifts that you so generously donated. I must say that I struggle to decide what to get. I want to get Dan something he genuinely needed, but it's such a struggle to figure out how to wrap a bath. Okay, being best man, I thought it'd be easy. I thought basically I've just got to round the board lads together and then just get smashed. However, I never gave any thought to the actual speech. Thinking of what to put in the speech, I decided to look on the internet for help, where I did actually find loads of ready prepared speeches, but unfortunately none of them are about a couple named Dan and Mal, so it looks like it's down to me after all. However, I can take some comfort in the fact that I've already rehearsed this speech in front of a near-live audience at the local old people's home. I think it went down well. They'll fix themselves anyway. Too late. Tell me in the car. Anyway, enough of these crap jokes. I'd like to start by saying a big thank you to the bridesmaids for today, who I think you'll all agree they've done a marvellous job, and they both look fantastic. Yeah. Indeed, they're only eclipsed by Mal, who looks absolutely stunning. I'd also like to thank all of you lot for coming today. For this special occasion, it amazes me how far people will travel for a free meal and complimentary food. Well, where do I start? I can't believe my little brother's getting married. I met Dan 25 years ago. But I can only assume that my mum and dad were that disappointed with the first boy. Knowing Dan all these years, he's well qualified and with plenty of material for this speech. So if you have no plans for the next few hours. Seriously though, I'll keep this brief as we're only here for one reason today, and that's the spectacle that's Dan's dancing. Not the pussy wall. Right then, I'd like to tell you some facts about Dan. Here we go. Okay, Dan met Mal at V Festival 2000, and 9 years later, at V 2009, he proposed to her in a tent with a Haribo ring. Oh, so sweet. Oh, and Mal ate the ring. Right. Up to the age of 19, Dan used to be a badass in the hood. He used to walk around with a getter blaster on his shoulder and a basketball ring under his other arm. His clothes didn't even fit. Okay. I once broke Dan's hand playing football on the beach. Hey! Right, might remember that. Yeah. Dan was once so drunk, my mum found him asleep in the garden under a tree in the middle of December, and he spent 2 days in bed to recover. Oh. True. Then dropped off at 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. She's ringing up, find out where he is. Sleep under a tree. Right. Anyway, when it comes to writing a speech, I was advised, as well as trying to humiliate Dan, I must say some nice things too. But looking at him for inspiration today, all I can see is one of them little men get on top of a wedding cake. Right. Okay. I'm not going to lower the tone and mention ex-girlfriends of Dan's. However, now that Dan is officially off the market, could all ladies please return their keys out for Dan's back door. Right then, Dan, he's been a small role model to me throughout my growing up. He's had an influence on me becoming the man I am today. For example, I remember after my 18th birthday when me and him went up Newcastle for a night out. Already drunk, Dan decided to introduce me to a session online for the first time. The night ended with me a complete mess, and my role model of a brother passed out in the settees in Zanzibar. Magaluf.
Big section.
Right, this is the stag do, by the way. I was going to tell you a little bit about the stag do in Magaluf J2K. As having spoken to Mel, she thought that mentioning stories like Dan being tied naked to a pole and whipped may be a little inappropriate for this occasion, so I'm going to leave that out. All I can say is that 28 lads, all embarked on a journey, turned out to ruin people physically, mentally, and for some, financially. I don't want to give names. One ginger usher today in particular. He ended up skinting himself when he blew his load on a round of drinks, costing him a substantial amount of money. I said I won't name the person, however, I feel it does need special praise. So, Jiv, on behalf of the lads of Magaluf, I'd like to raise my glass to you and thank you for your expensive, kind gesture. Such a generous person. So if anyone wants to drink later, Jiv's your man. Okay. The Young Leg saw 32 of us travel to Birmingham for a comedy club and a night out afterwards. Once again, we had a great time. Some people in a right mess again. My personal last memory of the night was when we were on the coach on the way home, and it was brought to my attention that the Stag was not on the buzz. I looked out the window, all I saw was Dan running across a busy roundabout with a kebab that was bigger than him in his hand. Anyway, I'd like to finish things up by saying what a great honour it's been today to be my brother's best man. I'm glad that he's finally admitted I'm the best man. So ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to invite you all to raise your glass in a toast to Dan and Mal. We wish them well for the future and may they enjoy a long and happy marriage. To Mr. and Mrs. Hughes. Mr. and Mrs. Hughes. Hey. Congratulations. And now clap the best man.
Loud. Who is? J2K. J2K.
J2K.
J2K.
J2K.
J2K. J2K. J2K. J2K, mother.
J2K.
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 J2K. J2K.
J2K.
J2K. J2K. J2K.